Hi guys, Matt Lloyd here. In this video I want to talk about the business and compensation overview plan of MOBE. So let's get started. Before I do, a few income disclaimers. All opinions expressed are my own based on my own knowledge and past experiences. Income examples are presented for illustrative purposes. No guarantees are implied. Your results will depend on your efforts and the quality of your leads. Just a few more. Any income examples set forth are hypothetical examples that are intended to explain the components and operations of the MOBE compensation plan. Hypothetical examples are not representative of the income, if any, that a MOBE affiliate can or will earn through his or her participation in the MOBE compensation plan. These figures should not be considered guarantees or projections of your actual earnings or profits. Any representation or guarantee of earnings, whether made by MOBE or an affiliate, would be misleading. Success with MOBE results only from successful sales efforts, which require real work, diligence, and leadership. Your success will depend on how well you exercise these qualities. So basically what I'm saying is that if you want to get results in this business, it does require work on your part, and I am not guaranteeing in any way, shape or form that you will get results. That's entirely up to you. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, why MOBE? Why should you choose MOBE as your main income vehicle for making money online? Basically what we do is we provide marketing and financial education that most small business owners, entrepreneurs never got in the first place. We're a privately held company, 100% debt-free with no conflicts of interest. Let's talk about our timing. So right now, as you know, with the current global economic issues that we're facing, and we've been facing now for quite some time, things have changed, and I'm sure you can sense that. A lot of business owners, entrepreneurs are also sensing that, and in these times people require a higher level of marketing and wealth creation education. They really do. So with everything going wrong with the economy, it's actually good for a business like ours that sells training on those kinds of topics. MOBE's been in business now for over 5 years and has paid out over $10 million in commissions so far. Now, most of that has actually been recently. We are growing exponentially. We're growing very fast, so I fully expect that number to get much, much bigger very soon. Now, why the direct sales industry? Let's talk about this for a second. This is an enormous industry, over $100 billion per year. Just think about that. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's spread out all over the world. The US alone is a big percentage of that, and a lot of our clients are based in the US, even though a lot are also international as well. But $30 billion per year in the US. Now, the advantage of this industry is, number one, low startup capital. If you were to go and invest in a franchise like McDonald's or something like that, even though it's a great business with great systems, a great brand, it also requires quite a bit of startup capital. And for a lot of people, that's a huge barrier to getting into that sort of business. But with a direct sales business, you really don't require a lot to get started. Simple and easy to follow systems. A lot of companies in the direct sales industry do give you systems, they do give you instructions. MOBE is no different, and I like to think that we do a really good job of that. We tell you exactly what you need to go and do, and as long as you go and implement what we show you, there's no reason why you can't do reasonably well. 100 plus countries worldwide, so this is very much an international industry. MOBE, unlike a lot of direct sales industries, we are very heavy on the internet. Okay, internet marketing is a huge source of new business for us. So what that means is that, let's say that you are based in one country, there's no reason why you can't go and generate lots of your customers overseas in other countries. There's really no reason. When I got started in this industry, most of my customers came from the USA, and I was in Australia. So think about that. I was on the other side of the planet. You can do that with the internet, and especially with MOBE. And last of all, this is pretty much, in my opinion, the best chance for the average person to become a 6- and 7-figure earner. Okay, I'm talking about making over $100,000 per year to over $1 million per year, going from nothing to those kind of levels. I think that this industry offers the best vehicle to do that. So let's talk about the various MOBE affiliate programs that we have on offer here. The first, as you will know, is the MOBE License Rights Program. Now, essentially what this is, you get to license 5 of the most popular MOBE products, 5 of our core products, each with a 90% commission payout on all sales you refer through your license links, plus up to $1,000 to even $1,200 each time that one of your referrals also purchases the MOBE License Rights Program. Now, the income potential, I would say, is a ballpark kind of figure, somewhere around $30,000 to $40,000 in your first year. That's provided that you are actually working the business, you're generating targeted leads, you're taking this seriously. Again, that totally depends on what you do, but that's around the level that you should be aiming for, bare minimum. Now, the Titanium Mastermind, this one actually pays from $3,000 right up to $5,000 to you every time that a sale is made to one of your customers. $5,000 if you sell it yourself, and $3,000 if you use our sales partner program. One of our phone reps sells it for you. Now, the income potential, again, totally dependent on what you do, but a ballpark figure somewhere to be aiming would be at least $100,000 to $125,000 per year. That's at least what you should be aiming for. Now, the Platinum Mastermind, this one pays from $5,000 right up to $9,000 to you, depending on whether you use our sales partner program or not. The income potential on a yearly basis just for the Platinum Mastermind conference alone is $200,000 to $255,000 per year if you work the business the right way. Now, I'll be completely upfront and honest with you. We have people who earn a lot less than that, but we also have people who earn a lot more than that. What I'm trying to give you here is something to aim towards. If you're going to be in business for yourself, aim high, do everything you can to reach those high targets. There's no point you being in business if you're aiming for average targets. You may as well get a job for that. So how do you become an active MOBE affiliate member? Well, you've got two choices, two paths, and one of them is a lot quicker than the other one. The first, and the one that I don't necessarily recommend, is that you make 5 qualifying sales of each of those core products that I just showed you. And then that would actually qualify you to earn as an affiliate at those various levels. Now, the problem with that is that you will be passing up sales. Okay, you will be missing out on those 5 qualifying sales and their commissions. The other option is you can purchase the product yourself and be immediately positioned at that level, have the rights to earn the commissions on that core product. When you own the MOBE products, number 1, you're immediately eligible to receive commissions. Number 2, you own the product that you represent. That means when you start marketing that product, and if you're going to tell people how great it is, you've actually experienced the product, so you can market it with some integrity at least. Instant credibility. If someone knows that you are a Platinum member and they are looking for someone to work with who's taking the business seriously, few things communicate that better than having them know that you're a Platinum member yourself. And also it shows leadership. If you're willing to lead the way for your team that you're going to build and show them, look, this is what I'm doing myself. I'm investing in these programs because I believe in what this company represents. You are showing leadership. Now, the MOBE license rights is really what we call the foundation of your business. The Titanium Mastermind and the Platinum Mastermind are where you will get your repeat business. So I'm going to give you some numbers here. On average, approximately 1/4 of MOBE license rights customers that come on board will go on to purchase their Titanium Mastermind conference ticket at a profit to the Titanium affiliate of up to $5,000. About half of those will also purchase their Platinum Mastermind ticket at a profit of up to $9,000. Now, these numbers are the company averages across the board. However, since 2004, I've seen top leaders in this industry do well over the industry standard. Okay, so again, it totally depends on what you do. But you should know, for Titanium and Platinum, as long as you're using our sales partner program and you have our team making calls to your leads for you, then really it's no extra work, no extra marketing, no extra effort on your part. Now, you've likely seen this before. This comes from Robert Kiyosaki in his famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it's called the cash flow quadrant. And I like to use this just to illustrate something. So on the left side, you have self-employed and being an employee. Basically, you stop working and your income stops. Okay, E stands for employee, S stands for self-employed. And on that side of the quadrant, like I just said, if you stop working, the money stops coming in. On the right side of the quadrant, you have business owner and investor. Your income continues even when you are not working. So how this relates to MOBE, we might look at the MOBE license rights as being on the self-employed side. Okay, you're passing up about 90% of your potential income, a huge portion of it. Now on the right side, you might have the Titanium Mastermind and the Platinum Mastermind affiliate businesses. You are capitalizing as a true business owner. So these are how the numbers break down. Let's look at the MOBE license rights program. So it retails for $19.97. Commissions with the sales partner program is $1,000. That means if our team makes the sale for you, let's say you're promoting one of our marketing systems where we follow up with your leads for you on your behalf, you will make $1,000 every time we make a sale to your lead of the MOBE license rights program. Now, if you decide to use another marketing program where you're actually doing your own phone calls, then your commission on that would actually be $1,200. But here's where it gets interesting. You actually get to earn 5% residuals on the gross sales of every affiliate that you enroll. So let me explain that. Number one, the gross sales, not the net, but the gross sales. So what that means is if you have someone who comes on board as an affiliate and they came in through you, they clicked your link, purchased a product through you, they're in your team. If they go and sell a MOBE license rights program, remember that the retail value is $1,997. So 5% of that is approximately $100. That is your residual income. That comes out of MOBE's side and not the affiliate side. Okay, so they get to make $1,000 or even $1,200 if they sell the MOBE license rights themselves, and you yourself, you get $100 based on their production. Okay, that's your residual income. On top of that, with the MOBE license rights Inner Circle program, it's a continuity program, every month you are making a 50% commission, which is $49.50. Okay, that program actually retails for $99 per month. You get to make half of that. You also do earn a 5% residual on that as well every month for everyone directly under you in your team. So let's look at the Titanium Mastermind. So Titanium retails for $9,000. Commissions with the sales partner program are $3,000. Commissions without the sales partner program are $5,000. So if you're comfortable selling, if you are comfortable communicating with people and communicating the benefits of being a Titanium member, you can make up to $5,000 for every one of those that you sell. Now, the 5% residual here is again 5% of the gross amount. So if you have someone on your team and they sell a Titanium Mastermind for $9,000, 5% of the $9,000 is $450. That means you just made residual $450 really for doing nothing. Okay, that's someone on your team who's producing, and we offer that as an incentive for you to go and find the right people to become affiliates for this business. If you find the right people, meaning producers, people who are going to put in the work, get results, then you can earn a residual income based on their production. Now, with Titanium, there is also the Titanium Monthly Inner Circle. Now, every time that you have someone who gets Titanium, they actually have the Titanium Inner Circle attached to that, and you are getting 50% commissions on that every single month. So they are paying $199, and you actually get to make 50% of that, so $99.50 every month. That might not sound like a lot, but think about that after 1 year. Okay, that would be almost $1,200 after a year. And you can get paid on that from as many different Titanium Inner Circle customers as possible. So let's now look at the Platinum Mastermind. Now, Platinum is $15,000. Commissions with the Sales Partner Program are $5,000. Without the Sales Partner Program, $9,000. Now, the 5% residual of the $15,000 is what? It's $750. Okay, so every time that a Platinum affiliate who's on your team sells that particular product, you're making $750, and they can add up very quickly. Now on the Platinum Inner Circle, which is $299 per month, you are again getting half of that every single month in your pocket, and that works out to be $149.50. So let's now look at a hypothetical case study of two different people. Okay, let's pretend that we've got two people called Sally and Steve. Both of them have very different goals. Let's pretend that both of them get started in the same month, which is April. Both set a goal of $250,000 per year. They're very ambitious. They would like to make $250,000 in the next 12 months. Both have completed their orientation process. Both will be using the MOBE Sales Partner Program to do their phone sales on their behalf. Okay, they don't want to be on the phone doing their own sales. So let's look at Steve. Steve decides to follow the advice of millionaires. He finds someone that has the results that he's looking for, and he decides to duplicate what they did. Steve positions his business at the Platinum Mastermind level to maximize his earning potential. Sally, on the other hand, follows the method she's learned from someone with a job. Okay, so she starts with a small investment, and her idea is to put your profits back into the business to grow your business, what she learned in school. Sally purchases her MOBE license rights, and she's ready to get started. Now, our assumptions. We're going to make some assumptions here, and these are in no way, this is not me telling you that these are what the numbers are. Remember how I said that your own results depend very much on your lead quality. Okay, so if you're sending great leads, qualified leads, your conversion rates from one product to the next are going to be higher than average. So I'm going to pretend that these are both great leads that are being sent, and 50% of the people that purchase the MOBE license rights go on to purchase the Titanium Mastermind. Another 50% of the people who purchase Titanium also purchase the Platinum Mastermind. So both Steve and Sally will spend $300 per week in advertising. We will give both of our members 1 month to get their learning curve out of the way and start making their sales and start marketing. So here's what happens in the first month of May. Okay, so they start advertising. Now both of them are using good advertising strategies. Okay, so they are getting results. They're getting consistent, high quality leads. And they each get 4 MLR or MOBE license rights sales. Okay, now again, they are using our sales partner program, so they're making $1,000 on each sale. Now, after they make those sales, or I should say after the sales partner program makes those sales, then the sales partner program also offers Titanium and Platinum. So this is completely hands-off for both Sally and Steve. So what we see is that half of those MLRs decide to get Titanium. This is for each of them. So Steve gets 2 Titanium sales, and also of those 2 Titanium sales, half of those then get Platinum. Now total commissions work out to be $4,000 for Sally and $15,000 for Steve. Do you notice how Sally didn't make any commissions at the Titanium and Platinum level? Okay, because she's not qualified at those levels yet. So advertising costs, both of them spent $1,200 that month. Sally made $2,800 profit, okay, after deducting her advertising, and Steve made $13,800. In other words, based on the exact same number of sales, Sally missed out on $11,000. Steve made $11,000 more than her for no extra work. Same number of customers. Now let's look at June through August, and let's just look at Steve. So Steve continues to make 1 MLR sale per week for a total of 12 sales in June, July, and August. So there's $12,000 in commissions right there. Now half of those go on to get Titanium. Okay, so that's 6 Titaniums multiplied by $3,000 commissions, and we end up with $18,000. Half of those Titaniums get Platinum. So 3 times a $5,000 commission is $15,000. The total advertising cost is, after 3 months, $3,600. So after we deduct that, total profit is $41,400. Now Sally also continues to make 1 sale that's one MLR sale every week for a total of 12 sales in June, July, and August. So there's $12,000 right there. Half of them go on to get titanium and half of them go on to get platinum. So she doesn't profit on any of those sales because she has chosen to get position at titanium and platinum by passing up 5 qualifying sales. So meanwhile, she's still spending the same amount on advertising, so her total profit is $8,400. That's a total of $33,000 that she's missed out on. Now, if we add all of that up for the entire 4 months, this is what it would look like. Sally, after 4 months, has made $11,200, and Steve, on the exact same number of customers, the exact same amount of advertising, has actually made $55,200. Now, let's take it a step further. So September through to December, Steve is still selling. Well, he's actually selling more now. Okay, he's decided to reinvest a little bit more back into the business, and he's actually doing 5 MLRs per month. Okay, so throughout these months, he does 20 MLRs. He gets roughly 9 titaniums. We're being a little bit conservative there based on our assumptions. We said that half would go titanium, but let's say that only 9 go to titanium, and less than half of those go to platinum. Okay, so all up, minus advertising cost, we're looking at about $62,200 throughout this period. Now, Sally continues to do the same level of production. So, same level of production as Steve. So 20 MLRs, 9 titaniums, 4 platinums. Now she is positioned though. So after deducting her advertising cost, she's made $62,200 in this period. Now what happens next is that one of the sales that Sally made in June, this was an MLR sale, that person decides to upgrade to titanium and platinum. Okay, and this happens to Steve as well. But Sally actually misses out on this $9,000 even though she's now a titanium and platinum member. But because at the time that that person made their very first purchase, which was back in June, Sally was not a titanium and platinum member, that means that she is never eligible to make the titanium and platinum commission on that particular member. I hope you got that point. Okay, because a person's MLR, titanium, and platinum sponsor is set in stone at the time of the very first purchase. So final results, after all of those months, let's add them all up. Sally ended up making $73,400 and Steve made $126,400. In other words, very similar journey, but Sally missed out on $53,000. What was the one difference between the two? They were both spending the same amount on advertising, both of the same amount of customers, but they just had different positioning. And you'll also note that Steve is now halfway through to his goal of $250,000 per year, so he's definitely on track. So the big takeaway from this is that you should position your business for the best results. Depending on where you want to go with your MOBE business, whatever level you decide to get positioned at will have a big impact on how fast you reach that target. Now, if you need any further clarification, and even if you don't, I highly recommend you get this, but go ahead and download the compensation plan. You should find the link somewhere below. It's a long guide, but read through it all. It's got examples in it that will really assist you in understanding how everything works, and it just breaks everything down line by line. I recommend you print this off, read it through a few times, and just make sure that you're very familiar with how the compensation plan works. If you're going to be marketing this business, then as a responsible business owner, you should understand how you get paid. So go ahead, download that plan. Thanks for your time.